You were one of the Bali participants. We went on a retreat to Bali. Can you let folks know what life was like before the trip and what made you want to go on it?
So life before Bali, let's see. I feel like I was just getting my life together, but it wasn't quite together because there was limitations that I was putting on myself when it came to ideas, confidence, execution, like all that stuff. There was like a limit, like a lid that I would just keep on. So what made me want to go to Bali, for one, the pictures of Bali, I mean, come on, it was gorgeous. So I was like, of course I want to go. But then when I found out that it was structured, where we were going to have workshops and everything was going to be planned out, all I had to do was show up. I was like, okay, I have to go. I have to go because I've never had that. I've never been a part of that. So yeah, does that answer those two questions?
It did, yes. And what did you get out of the trip? What results or what impact did that have on you?
Yeah, so what I got, man, so much. I mean, for one, it was gorgeous. So it was like relaxing, of course, a vacation. But I think the most thing that I got was there was an exercise we did during the trip where I just remember, I think we were meditating, if I'm not mistaken. But I just remember being overwhelmed by so much light I had inside. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I don't want to deal with this. This is too much. But I realized that's what I do. Like before Bali, that's what it was. Like I had ideas, or I knew I had a project I wanted to do or take on something else. Like when it would surface and I'd get scared, I would just suppress it and shove it down. But after Bali, I mean, it was just, I don't know, like things come up and I'm like, yes, I can do this. I can just write out a plan, see what steps I have to do, and just know that I can do anything. So that's for me was the biggest take I got, was just being present in that workshop and really seeing, I wouldn't say fear, but what I was avoiding, and then taking that on when I came back to when opportunities were coming, or I had ideas or stuff I wanted to accomplish. And those same feelings came back, is acknowledging those feelings and then creating a plan that wasn't going to stop me. So no longer was the lid on whatever idea, inspiration that I was getting was on it anymore.
Amazing. And is there a specific example that you can share with us where you applied that?
So we went 2019, right? So before COVID shut down, I had just gotten offered a assistant position at a dance studio to teach. But in order for me to be on staff, I had to shadow and assist. So before Bali, I probably would have been like, oh, I'm not good enough. Like, I can't do that. Like, no, like I want to get the paid job right away. And of course, those thoughts came up. But this time it was after Bali. I think it was probably March of 2020, right before the shutdown happened. I saw it as an opportunity. I was like, this is a great opportunity for me to get exposure, get experience, and then put my foot in and then do what I want to do. Because one of the things that, if you remember, we did like I forgot what it was, but one of the workshops that we did where it was like we had to like visualize our goal, like what did we want? And I remember doing a floor plan about a dance studio that I wanted to open up one day, and having, you know, different areas and designing and all that. So those visions from where we were in Bali, and I have it in a little notebook somewhere, was a great reminder to like don't say no to opportunities just because you're scared. Because that literally opens doors. And it did. Then unfortunately, you know, COVID happened and everything got shut down. But I got in and I got to meet great people before that happened.
Oh, amazing. Congratulations. I'm so happy to hear that applied to your life. And the last question is, how do you feel about the mentoring? And then the last question is there anything else you'd like to share? So how did you feel about the mentoring, and is there anything else?
I enjoyed the mentoring. I did feel like you were very intentional with us, from the questions we were asked, or when we had one-on-one time, really trying to get in our world to see what is it that we want out of life. So I really appreciate that, because I felt heard, you know, when just sharing my goals and my inspirations and all that. So just really, that's what I would say about the mentoring. And repeat the second question again.
Anything else you'd like to share? Any last thoughts?
Yeah, the next trip I'm there. Anyone else who is on the fence, like this is just, that trip was just amazing because not only were the people there amazing, but just what we got to create, or just be in the presence of, because oftentimes we're go, 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 go. But one thing I did appreciate is where the workshops that we had, everything that was designed on the days that we had, from eating to the chef coming, it was really to bring you into the present moment, to really appreciate those present moments, because then you come back to work, you come back to life, and it's easy, go, go, go. But it's a great reminder to, like, okay, I remember us just looking at the beach, or just being present and visualizing what we want out of life. So that was like a great thing. So I would just recommend everyone who is on the fence, or is looking for something to just spark inspiration, go on these trips that Joni plans, because they're good.